You had not intended to face the Shambler, but the opportunity presented itself, and sometimes you have to face her down. But now you're in the catacombs, and the stench is already unpalatable. Best to hurry and get out of here. What's going on, everyone? It's Loki Orin, and we are back at it with, oh, well, it sucks that Stand Fast is like that, but ooh, actually, that doesn't suck at all. Okay, we're going for it. All right. So, we're playing Swift Retaliation heading into the catacombs here, but that negative relationship actually helps us here, because there is a Steam achievement for, in the space of a single battle, reposting with
the gelatinous
the
night soil of 1,000 corpses.
Jeez. Okay, the Highwayman, the Duelist, and the Vanguard, or in the Man-at-Arms. Now, shout out to Lasernor, because I do think you make a fair point. I chickened out and didn't do the full repost stack with Rogue, Intrepid, and Vanguard. But you know, Intrepid especially seems like a bit of a miss. That is not a crew I'm particularly interested in riding with. But what we are going to do here, we'll get set up, and we're going to try to get the achievement here. This actually looks like a fairly decent fight to do it in. We're pretty tanky, our stress is pretty well managed. Alright, we've got 2 of our 3 retribution stacks set up. Alright, Man-at-Arms is done. We don't have PBS, but this actually helps with the slime, so that's probably worth doing. Okay. Man-at-Arms is definitely done. And we stand fast here. Oh, which interestingly doesn't get the doesn't unfortunately land the taunt, which is what I wanted. All right. We'll just keep punching in here. Finally, okay. That's 2. So now we just need to get the Duelist to hit somewhere in here. And in fact, we can probably help that by just moving her to the front. Back 1, forward 1, win that. This actually does help. This helps the Man-at-Arms, so it's probably worth doing. Okay, that's super annoying. Alright. Nice. Boom. Et tu, riposte. We've successfully done the thing. And we managed to land a stun, which is pretty sweet. Slowly working away our slime here. And there we go. It's a little bit sloppy in places, but it did, I think, do the most important thing, which is make sure that we didn't like lose too badly. And that's Bagman dead as well. Perfect. And we even get to do a heal. Wonderful. And there you have it, Et tu riposte.
An unexpected find.
A clean execution of it too. We ended up not even needing the stand fast, like generating that taunt token for free. Oh wow. Okay. So I've been doing a duo run with Rowan on the test patch, which will be released after this run. And one of the things that he was showing to me was the change where you could double the speed of the cart, and that was, man, was that noticeable. So definitely missed that now. Here we're just going to try to work everybody down. Nice. Successfully managing to avoid having any one of them die. And there we go. When do you go? You are last. Okay. You're dying no matter what, so... we may as well make sure that 2 of them die here. It's a pity that we couldn't stop this one. Oh, but he quivering hacks and gets himself killed anyway. So, works out.
Simple variable. Easily resolved.
You know what? I haven't actually used these before. We're going to slot that in. And we're going to give it a go. I'm just going to use them here, because light doesn't super matter in the catacombs. You know, there's not really, it's a shorter zone. And I'm gonna use one of these just to find out what on earth low flame buff actually means in this context. We do like a night soil cache. Another hint of home, or a hint of home and another black flame. How are we doing on trinkets? Good. I mean, that does more than that, so let's get rid of that. Sure, hint of home can go in. We are loaded down with combat items. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, the crafting of the explosives and the traps is really filling up our wagon with combat items, which is kind of nifty. Alrighty, time to find out what this low flame light, or what this low light thing does. Got plenty of light to make this happen, too. If flame less than 50, 20% damage. Okay. That's cool. That does something. Alright, dead. Dead next turn, so we do need to figure out how we're going to deal with that. Nice dodge. We like that. It's not going to kill, so we need to do this. Oh, that was really rude. You know what? What the hell? Let's do that too. Yeah, 10% crit. Okay. Nice, respectful. Who's up? You're up. Let's not have that. Nice free stress heal there. And we got a jar of dirt. There we go. Now we just got Bagman. And there we go. Another fairly straightforward win.
Greater threats await those
So now we know
in
what
there.
those black flame lights do. Those probably are really stinking good when you've got when you're running like a infernal flame, because you just don't care basically.
Corpse sludge shifts and shudders, animated by some contemptible.
I don't really feel the need to use the cat food.
intelligence, or simply an instinctive need to.
We'll save the other item for later. Nice. Okay. Ooh, that might have been suboptimal.
Finish this quickly.
But yeah, I don't think he can cytokinesis from back there, because he's not adjacent. Yeah, he's not adjacent, so he doesn't do that. So, not a huge deal. That daze does mean... Well, no. I think that continues to not be a problem. We'll take the free point of stress healing here. All right, that does nothing. And now we just beat this last one down. And there we have it. Swift Retaliation feels like it's kind of firing on most of its cylinders
In
here.
crisis, no gain is insignificant.
No, we won't be taking those. They're a fun idea, but they're not as exciting as I think they need to be. All right, we gotta keep making room in the wagon here.
Travel without proper reconnaissance. A hasty and reckless
We just get to
thing.
throw these combat items almost constantly, which is kind of nice. Fight. Ugh, that's unfortunate. This might mean a free cytokinesis goes off. Yeah. Not a lot we could do about that. The initiatives just didn't work out for us to do much.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Alright. We spread the damage out nicely. Alrighty. You're dead. You are now dead? Yeah, you're now dead.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
And we had the shot there, but we didn't get it. But that is the win. Easy enough.
Scavenge what you can,
Ooh.
and be off once more.
I don't think so. Coil chain is a useful item. I don't think this party really needs it.
The loathing whispers.
But it is a fun, fun idea.
The coach's plating is spent.
Oh, I need to...
We're exposed.
Guess I need to be spending that cat food. Do I have some spare cat food? I do not. Okay. Well. Jeez. Good dodge. That's a good start to the cause here. I guess we'll just retribution up. Not impressive damage, but it is doing damage, which is I think the important part here.
A promising development.
Ooh, early experiment. Okay. That's a nice pickup to get kind of randomly. That's a really random trinket to get, and it's pretty much exactly what our Alchemist Plate Doctor wants. We just have to equip a noxious item, which we don't have, but we can find. Bruh. Why would you do that?
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
Ow. Jeez. 15 damage felt a bit unnecessary there. But we'll still end the fight pretty handily here. Easy enough.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
Another mastery point is good. Early experiment, yeah. And we're not taking Ragged Coin Purse. Another item that's got a very funny mechanic to it, but is not something that I'm taking. There we go. So now we do have to find a noxious item, but that's go to the fetter, basically, or keep an eye out. Do we have a noxious item, actually? Oh, we do. You don't need to hold the cat food anymore. You can hold the cat food. You can hold this. Yeah, we'll just throw the Ichor Bomb and then use the otherworldly fragments. And there we have it. That's the Catacombs. Fought Bagman a couple times. We didn't fight the key guy.
The place is a little
River
worse
Song.
than where.
Ooh, Breacher
But
on a
familiar
Man-at-Arms.
nonetheless.
That's good. The rest of this is not good. But we can work with that. Breacher on the Man-at-Arms is cute. He kind of wants to do that.
Everywhere in ruin. Everywhere in need.
So, I'm tempted to go to the Sluice, but I actually do kind of want to go to the Fetter here. And clearing out the lair for a couple of mastery points feels pretty good. Yeah, let's do it.
The tainted
Let's
crop
do it.
continues to spread its tendrils of rot.
I'm feeling fairly
pestilence.
fairly strong here. And we do have the Fetter
with
book,
barrels.
so we're not
Little protection is always welcome.
super scared of that right now. We are short 1 food. Wind chime, though.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
Tinker's Gear's given us 1 positive token. I do like Road Gear. So, do we give up on food barrels at this point? I think we do. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we do. We
Spend
pop
what
in
you
Wind
can,
Chime
for wealth
over
no
food
longer has
barrels, because we're
meaning,
not getting the mileage out of food
if
barrels.
Indeed, it ever did.
We buy food out. We hope the griddle triggers. Wow. 1 person can use it. That's cute. But there we go. So now our cat does the full suite of awesome things, which is nice. Doesn't feel like we need to... Wow. Pop that there. Get to 8. This should get us to 9. There we go. Relationship fixed. And then... Yeah, alright. We'll buy that holy water. We're loaded down with stuff, so I do want to try to, like, spend them as much as I can here. We'll probably throw those at the lair, potentially. But, like, we have a lot of cool combat items to use. Yeah, we'll get rid of the nets. I'm not going to use them. All right, mastery point time.
Listen, practice, improve.
Definitely feels like Hold the Line should get its upgrade here, at least for early on. Flechet's been getting used, but it doesn't... I mean, it matters, but it's maybe not the thing I really want to upgrade. Definitely like a 3rd riposte stack here. Or do we want... Actually, I think it's these 2. Let's get our alchemist fully operational. Because she is going to need to do some pretty heavy-duty stuff here. And I think that'll do it. Could buy this, but I don't think it does much. Same here, because I think we have... Do we have multiple people who are vicious? We just have 1, right? Yeah. We can live without. Alright, thank you all for watching. We're on our way here and heading into the Fetter. And we'll see you in the next one.